In a rapidly changing world, one of the coldest places on Earth is heating up politically, economically, and literally. Greenland, the world's largest island, long seen as a frozen wilderness, is becoming the center of a silent competition among the world's greatest powers. The United States, China, Russia, and others are watching closely, because beneath these sheets of ice lie the materials that power the world and secure its future. This is Greenland, America's race for the Arctic. I'm Laszlo, and this is Laszlo Thinking Aloud. Greenland, a place where the ice hides secrets older than human civilization, is now a hotspot in the geopolitics of the 21st century. For over half a century, the U.S. has maintained military presence here. But recently, Washington has revived a much deeper interest, one centered around resources, global competition, and a changing climate. To understand why, we have to look beneath the ice. Beneath Greenland's frozen surface lie vast reserves of rare earth elements, minerals like neodymium and dysprosium, critical to making electric cars, jet turbines, and advanced military technology. These elements aren't rare because they're hard to find, but because they're hard to extract and refine. And today, more than 80% of the world's supply chain for them passes through one country, China. For Washington, that's a strategic risk. In an age of tech rivalry, whoever controls rare earth elements controls the hardware of modern civilization and the weapons of modern defense. Greenland's deposits, if developed, could shift that balance. But the story isn't new. During World War II, the U.S. established bases in Greenland to secure the North Atlantic against German expansion. Later, during the Cold War, Thule Air Base, now known as Patuxent Space Base, became central to America's missile early warning system. From this icy outpost just 750 miles from the North Pole, United States radar detected Soviet bombers and watched over space launches. Today, that same base plays a different role in missile defense, satellite tracking, and Arctic surveillance. As the northern seas open due to melting ice, that location is becoming strategically vital again. The Arctic itself is changing faster than any other region on Earth. With rising temperatures, ice once considered permanent is vanishing, and as it thaws, new opportunities emerge. Faster sea routes connecting Asia and Europe, untapped oil and gas, and exposed mining territories. The Arctic Ocean could soon become a major commercial highway. But with that opportunity comes rivalry. Russia has the largest Arctic coastline and a fleet of nuclear icebreakers. China calls itself a near-Arctic state and seeks investment and influence in Arctic infrastructure. And the US? It cannot afford to be left out. Greenland becomes its northern anchor, both a gateway and a guard post. When President Donald Trump proposed outright buying Greenland in 2019, it sounded absurd to many, even offensive to Denmark and Greenlanders. But to analysts, it revealed a continuation of American strategic thinking. Greenland was never about real estate. It's about resource security, geography, and influence. Washington no longer speaks about purchasing. It speaks of partnership investment, research cooperation, and military presence. That's the modern way to extend influence without planting a flag. Yet, it isn't just America's game. Beijing's ambitions in the Arctic are growing quietly but steadily. China has financed research stations, invested in mining prospects, and even offered to fund new airports in Greenland. For local communities, Chinese money means infrastructure and jobs. For Washington, it means potential footholds that could shift geopolitical balance. In 2019, Denmark blocked Chinese firms from airport construction, and the United States reopened its consulate in Nuuk after decades of absence. A subtle but clear message: the Arctic matters again. At the heart of it all is rare earth supply. From smartphones to stealth fighters, satellites to electric vehicles, global industries depend on these minerals. If Greenland's mines come online under Western partnership, they could offer a secure alternative to Chinese processing giants. However, the path forward is complex. Environmentalists warn that uranium-linked mining projects, like the one at Kvanefjeld, could harm Greenland's fragile ecosystem. The people of Greenland now face a difficult question. Will they allow foreign powers to extract their minerals, and in doing so, risk their land and traditions, or will they chart a slower path toward independence and sustainability? Greenland is an autonomous territory of Denmark, but increasingly sees itself as a future independent state. Its leaders want control over natural resources and more balanced partnerships, not colonial echoes. But independence is costly. More than half of Greenland's economy depends on Danish subsidies. To replace that, the island must either expand resource extraction or diversify through tourism, fisheries, and renewable energy. That's where geopolitics and economics merge. Because whoever invests in Greenland comes not just as a partner, but as an influencer of its destiny. Climate change has turned the Arctic from an isolated frontier into a global crossroads. As sea ice melts, new trade lanes open and competition grows sharper. What was once a distant wilderness is now a map of future power. And in that race, Greenland is more than a territory. It's a symbol of sovereignty, scarcity, and the struggle to adapt to a rapidly transforming planet. For Washington, securing Greenland's alignment means protecting northern defenses, diversifying resources, and maintaining Arctic dominance. For Greenland, the challenge is to remain true to its people, balancing progress with preservation. The quiet diplomacy continues. U.S. funding for infrastructure, renewable energy research, and educational exchange has increased. Denmark and the United States cooperate closely on Arctic security. And meanwhile, the Pentagon continues to invest in radar renewals and satellite monitoring. The message is subtle, but the intent is firm. America isn't buying Greenland with cash. It's buying it with presence, influence, and persistence. Because in the Arctic, what melts reveals not just minerals, it reveals the future map of global power. The race for the Arctic has begun. And Greenland, once a blank space on the map of the world, is now its heart. As the ice retreats, the true competition unfolds, not for conquest, but control of roots, resources, and relationships that will shape the next century. In this frozen chessboard, every move matters, and the game has only just begun. I'm Laszlo. Thanks for watching Thinking Aloud. If you value deep dives on global power, philosophy, and the hidden patterns shaping our time, subscribe now, leave a comment, and join the conversation. Your voice matters, and your mind makes a difference. Until next time, stay curious, stay grounded, and keep thinking aloud.